Welcome to Types of Satire. At this point, you should have something to take notes on, like a piece of paper, and something to write with. I'm going to talk really fast through this video, so please pause or replay as needed. You need down the information that's the type of satire and the definition. The images there are there to help clarify. So here we go. Parody. It's the first type of satire we're going to look at. It's an imitation of the style of a particular writer, artist, or genre with deliberate exaggeration for comic effect. So in this example, this is a parody of the classic Beatles album where the four Beatles are crossing the crosswalk in their tuxes. It's funny because this is The Simpsons and now it's animated. Inflation or hyperbole. These mean the same thing, and they'll be used interchangeably both in class and on the reading exam. So hyperbole is when there's exaggerated statements or claim not meant to be taken literally. So for example, I will literally die if you don't stop using hyperboles incorrectly. Ha 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 ha. So the person is not actually going to die, they're exaggerating their frustration. Another example in the book is the characterization of Jim. He's overly exaggerated as comedic, silly, and as a non-person for effect. It's not meant to be taken as a literal character of someone. Juxtaposition. This one you've seen already. It's here to clarify because juxtaposition is all over Huck Finn. Juxtaposition, again, is when two things are being seen or placed close together with a contrasting effect to develop an argument. So, for example, this ancient pagoda next to this industrial factory. Two opposite things, arguing that industrialization is ruining our natural history. Second one, childhood obesity, don't take it lightly, right next to, oh no, a McDonald's ad, arguing the hypocrisy of society. Situational irony. So there's many different types of irony, and this is the most popular one in Huck Finn. Situational irony is a situation where the outcome is incongruous with what was expected, but is also more generally understood as a situation that includes contradictions or sharp contrasts. So the easiest way to think about that is when an outcome is incongruous with what's expected is the fire station burning down. You would expect the fire station to be the safest place from fire, so it would be incongruous with what's expected if it burnt down. In the image, Rust-Oleum is a product used to prevent rust. So it's incongruous that the Rust-Oleum bottle is rusting, because obviously it didn't work. It's not what's expected. A couple more different versions of satire. So we just went over situational irony. Let's talk about verbal irony. Verbal irony is when what is said is different than what is meant. So you tell someone to break a leg, but you really mean for them to have good luck. So you don't actually want them to break a leg. You want the opposite. You want something good to happen to them. Dramatic irony. This happens in Huck Finn pretty frequently as well. It's when the reader knows something that characters do not know. So in that classic movie Home Alone, where Macaulay Culkin grabs his cheeks, we know that Kevin, the Macaulay Culkin character, has put traps everywhere of the house, but the thieves don't, and then it's really funny when we watch them fall for all the traps throughout the house. Think about like Romeo and Juliet. You know that Juliet's going to wake up, but Romeo doesn't. So you're like, no, don't drink the poison. But he does anyway. That's dramatic irony. So to briefly review, we've got parody, inflation or hyperbole, they're the same thing, juxtaposition, situational irony, verbal irony, and dramatic irony. All of these types of satire will be on the reading exam, so it's important that you're able to identify it as you read.